Hey guys and dolls, Alessa here. Welcome to my best of Chicago. This is the big one. All of my favorite moments from my trip in one guide. Whether you're planning your own Chicago getaway or just want to see what the city's all about, I've got you covered. From sky-high views to cozy coffee shops, iconic deep dish pizzas, and everything in between. So come along as I share all of my favorite places in Chicago. Let's get into it. Skydeck Chicago and the Ledge. Let's start with one of the most famous Chicago attractions, Skydeck at the Willis Tower. Fun fact, Willis Tower was once the tallest building in the world, and it still dominates the Chicago skyline with 110 stories.
Ashes, Chicago quickly rebuilds to become an architectural icon. The World's Fair of 1893 opens, boasting beautiful white buildings. Dazzling new inventions debut, such as electricity, elevators, and the Ferris wheel. As the birthplace of the skyscraper, Chicago flourishes in the new century with glamorous Art Deco buildings and modern architectural styles. A new American icon is born. It remained the world's tallest building for almost 25 years. Today, experience spectacular views from all directions on the 103rd floor and feel the thrill of the ledge. Welcome to Skydeck.
Side note, don't call it the Willis Tower. Make sure you call it the Sears Tower or else the locals will get on you. Riding up to the 103rd floor, the elevator actually shows you how many feet you've climbed in real time. When you step out, you're hit with sweeping views. And on a clear day, you can see 4 different states. And then there's the ledge. Oh boy. 4 glass balconies that extend over 4 feet outside the building. You're standing 1,353 feet above the ground, looking straight down through 3 layers of glass. It's equal parts terrifying and amazing. If you want that I really did that Chicago moment, the ledge is where you do it. Starbucks Reserve Roastery. Next up, coffee. Chicago has the world's largest Starbucks, the Reserve Roastery. 5 full floors dedicated to coffee, food, and even cocktails. This is not your regular Starbucks. Think small batch brews, siphon coffee, freshly baked pastries, and an entire floor where they roast beans right in front of you. There's even a bar on the top floor where you can order coffee-inspired cocktails. Whether you're a diehard coffee lover or just curious, it's worth stepping inside. I definitely recommend doing it early because it gets packed in there very fast. Go sit up top the 5th floor where there is a rooftop. It is a beautiful view of Chicago, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Also, personal favorite, the tiramisu latte. Very good, very yummy.
Meet this next bridge on the right in the groovy 1960s. Very iconic towers here in Chicago, looking like corn on the cob. These are Marina City. Bertrand Goldberg is the name of the architect here, bit of a social scientist trying to change where people live. You see, back in the 60s, not a lot of people lived downtown. They would work here, then go home to the suburbs at night. So they built Marina City as a city within the city. Apartments up above, valet parking down.
The Architecture Boat Tour. One of my favorite ways to see Chicago is from the river, and the Wendella Architecture Boat Tour is my favorite experience.
Shop for a couch here, but the shop that you shop at might shop here for 5,000 couches, if that makes that any clearer for you. Out in front of the building, you'll see there are these pillars with busts of some famous American merchants. Names you might be familiar with: Montgomery Ward, Marshall Field, Woolworth, just to name a few.
These boat cruise along the Chicago River, while a guide points out all of the city's famous buildings and shares stories about them. You get a really unique perspective of the skyline, learn about the history of Chicago architecture, and see some landmarks like the Wrigley Building and Marina City from the water. It's relaxing, informative, and a great way to take in the city from a new angle. Plus, the photo ops are unbeatable. Here's a tip for you. Sitting on the top deck gives you the best views, especially on a sunny day. If you're a fan of design history or just want a cool sightseeing experience, this is a must-do. Quick backstory. I didn't get to see this when I was here last time because it was under renovation. Very happy to say that I'm finally going to be able to see the bean. Let's do it. Oh my God, look! Look at her! Look at her! Oh my God! Look at her! Look at that. Pictures here. Let's go under. Hello! Say hi, baby. Oh, this is cool. As I did in St. Louis, touching the arch, I have to touch the bean. Must touch the bean, must touch the bean. Bean is touched. The Art Institute of Chicago. For something a little more cultural, the Art Institute of Chicago is one of the top museums in the country. It's home to over 300,000 works, from classics like Monet's Water Lilies to modern art and photography. One of the highlights is American Gothic, the famous painting of the farmer with the pitchfork. You know the one. The collection is so big you can easily spend an entire day here and still not see it all. Buckingham Fountain is in Grant Park. Built in 1927, it's one of the largest fountains in the world, and it was actually designed to look like a Rococo wedding cake. In the summer, water shows run every hour, and at night there's music and lights. It's a great spot to take in the skyline and just relax.
I missed this fountain last time because I was an idiot and didn't realize how close I was to it. So my husband and I decided that we were not going to make that mistake again. And now I get to see it. Cue the Frank Sinatra music, which I won't play because copyright.
Yes, Chicago is home to McDonald's Hamburger University, the corporate training headquarters for future McDonald's leaders. Even if you're not taking a class there, it's a fun little stop to see where the brand's history and innovation comes from. Think interactive displays, learning stations, and quirky peek behind the scenes at one of the world's most famous fast food companies. But you don't get to see it. Instead, there is a McDonald's built to the side. There you can have McDonald's meals that are made in different countries. We had a ton of stuff. My husband had a field day. It was a fun time.
So cute. I think I'm still trying to figure out where the light was.
Okay. Oh, almost.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Other Chicago gems that I loved. Beyond the big attractions, Chicago is filled with neighborhood gems that give the city its character. I loved Hero Coffee. It's a cozy coffee shop that feels like a favorite. It's tucked away in an alley. Feels perfect for me if you're asking. Grab a latte, and then walk around with it and go sightseeing. Take a tour of the Chicago Theater. The Chicago Theater is just as iconic as anything else in Chicago. The neon marquee out front is one of the city's most photographed landmarks. Inside, the auditorium is stunning. With French Baroque architecture, gilded details, and a grand staircase that is a feast for the eyes. Taking this tour gives you a behind the scenes, unlike any other, with stories to boot, that makes it even more special. No Chicago trip is complete without a stop at Navy Pier. This lakefront destination is packed with restaurants, shops, and entertainment. The highlight? The Centennial Wheel, a giant Ferris wheel that gives you sweeping views of Lake Michigan and the Chicago skyline. Whether you ride during the day for bright cityscapes or at night to see all the lights twinkle, it's an iconic Chicago experience that's both fun and photogenic. Missed the train.
He looked out on the mound, and the Cubs had one of the winningest pitchers of all time, a guy named Charlie Root. Charlie Root got ahead of the Babe, by 2 strikes. The babe stepped out. He made this gesture with his bat to right center field. Steps back in, next pitch, what happened? A long, majestic home run. In baseball history, it is called the cold shunt.
Make sure you take a tour of Wrigley Field while you're here. It's one of the oldest baseball parks in America, home of the Chicago Cubs. Even if you're not a baseball fan, the guided tour is worth it. You get to see the dugout, the press box, the outfield ivy, and learn all about the history of this beautiful park and all the crazy things that have happened here. And if you happen to get Ron as your tour guide, you are in luck. He is wonderful and so informative about everything. We loved him. I also loved visiting Bellows Film Company and Camera Shop. This is a local camera shop that just recently switched locations. They are very creative. They support their artists, their makers and storytellers in the form of film and photography. I was in heaven shopping in there. I bought so much film. I can't wait to use it in my Canon AE1 program and just come out with the most beautiful photos. Please open a location in New York City. I would love to see you guys there. Volumes Book Cafe was another favorite. I love when you mix books and coffee together. It was very dreamy. It felt very much like an indie bookstore. I loved it in there. Reckless Records was for the music lovers. My husband loved being in there. It's a Chicago institution. There are bins and bins of vinyl and CDs and rare finds. My husband even bought a video game that day. Worth going. My personal favorite was the Wormhole Coffee shop. Wormhole Coffee is quirky and nostalgic, and the biggest draw of all, which I didn't know, they have a full-size DeLorean from Back to the Future parked inside. Couldn't believe it when I saw it, my jaw dropped. Add good coffee and 80s decor, and you've got a really fun stop from this unusual cafe. Green Street Smoked Meats is a barbecue lover's dream. It hit the spot. It was casual and rustic, had communal tables, plates that filled high with brisket and pulled pork, and that banana pudding, so yummy. Voodoo donuts, a must. I couldn't seem to remember if I actually had voodoo donuts or not. I don't think I did. They originated from Portland, and they are best known for their creative and sometimes outrageous donuts. Think bacon-topped maple bars, Pop-Tart styles, donuts shaped like voodoo dolls. It's a sugar rush, but in the best way. So that's my best of Chicago. Skydeck views, coffee shops galore, art, history, food, and a little bit of everything in between. Chicago is a city that mixes big city energy with neighborhood charm, and I barely scratched the surface. If you're planning a trip, I hope this guide helps you map out a few must-see places. And if you've already been, let me know what your favorite Chicago memory was in the comments below. Thank you for hanging out with me today, guys and dolls. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Talk soon. Bye.